Hi all, welcome to my Player of the Month Neymar player review. He is a 94 rated card and is an absolute insane unlock to do. He sets you back around 2 to 2.2, 2.3 million to do, and is an absolutely kind of like endgame card. But if we can smash the links, would be awesome. Sub to the channel if you are new. Follow me on Twitter at @GIsALegend. All the links are down below for playlists on the channel and social media links as always. And also hit that notification bell, would be massively appreciated. Comment down below if you've done Player Month Neymar or even tried any of his cards this year in FIFA. So 94 rated card is what he is, and pretty much obviously the cons right off the bat are cost and untradeable. However, when you look at the squad that we've got him in, he fits in perfectly for us. We gave up a lot of SBC for it if you saw the SBC guide for it. And obviously we did Cyprian yesterday as well. I will try and get a player review either up tonight or tomorrow. Things have kind of just went a bit haywire with comms, I've noticed, for the players. But Cyprian and Neymar fitting perfectly into the team. And I'll be honest, there's not much more I'll be changing to this team in general, which I kind of discussed about on Twitter. So base stats for Neymar in regards to his card is 93 pace, 89 shot, 91 pass, 97 dribbling, 34 defending and 60 physical. He's 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, which don't bother me because I don't skill move, but weak foot does help a little bit because I might sometimes go on the left. He's high medium, 5'9" in height. Now he's only played 7 games so far, being like rivals, just as we've tried to work through the objectives. And he has scored 3 goals for me. Now the biggest problem, I will admit right off the bat, is positional issues for me. I feel for me, I'm not getting the best out of him because he's on the wings too much. The reason maybe for that is maybe either how I've got him set up just now, and I'm not getting him coming in central, so that I can kind of have him kind of linking up better with Jesus on the left. Possibly could be due to that, or there could be something else fundamentally, but that's kind of why his return is, in all honesty, is pretty weak. So just because I've only got 3 goals with him doesn't mean I'm like, oh, he's a bad card. Like, let's kind of get that answered right away. But 96 acceleration, 90 sprint speed, 91 attack positioning and finishing, 83 shot power, 87 long shots, 91 volleys, 94 penalties, 94 vision, 91 crossing free kicks and short pass, 84 long pass, 92 curve, 98 agility, 85 balance, 93 reactions, 97 ball control, 98 dribbling and 95 composure. You've also got 65 head accuracy in case you suddenly decide to whip the ball in for a cross with him and he's in position, even though he's got 63 jumping, but obviously depending how the cross is where to go, I'm sure he might not necessarily be jumping. He's got 83 stamina, which is not too bad, it's usable enough, and 50 strength with 52 aggression. Strength is probably his only negative that I would kind of like address. Obviously, base card wise, you'd go up to 55. You may put Hawk on him, you may want to put another chem style that boosts up the physical even more, to maybe try and get like an extra, like to say 60 strength. But fundamentally, you're going to have to accept, regardless, that I would say personally, some people will want to stick with basic because it improves that sprint speed because it needs the boost, and also the shooting, funnily enough, which gets boosted up, like shot power is going up to 88, which kind of helps. But you also kind of want the passing and kind of the dribbling boosts as well. So for me, basic feels his best chem style to have on him. But I know some people will go Hawk, and I know some people will very likely also look at like marksman and sniper to kind of maybe boost those elements. But everyone will approach it obviously differently. In terms of like comparisons, the best players I feel looking at it are Team of the Year Manny. He's pretty much the same cost, so if you want 2 endgame cards, they're your best comparisons. You've obviously got player moments Hazard. I know he's not the best comparison for what I've heard, but some people rave about Hazard. And then obviously you've got prime moments Haji, who is now a left mid, and you can also fit in a left winger as well. I would say as well, because we play 4-3-3, Third variant, could Neymar slot in at left forward and maybe come that a little bit more central, or as I've said initially, because of the poor return, could you play him as like a left attacking mid in like a 4-2-3-1, or even play him as like a striker, because obviously he's got a cam card, so you could play him maybe as a central cam, you could even play him as a striker, you could potentially set the team up so that you've got Jesus and Neymar as like your strikers and maybe Bernardo just in behind, so it could almost go into that kind of near 4-3-1-2, but you've just kind of modified the positioning a bit. Like, it's everyone to their own. In game wise, I genuinely was struggling for footage. I thought for spending a night with him, I thought would be able to produce quite a bit of footage, but also he would stand out immensely. He wasn't, which was probably the issue, and I think the problem was, while everyone was outshining him, whether it be Jesus or Paulinho, Rivaldo, Bernardo Silva, Cyprian even was probably, well, not necessarily, like Cyprian was probably on par with what Neymar was doing. The problem was I just wasn't getting the footage that I would have liked. I think part of that was because people were kind of like putting Neymar out of commission with the positioning, but also Neymar himself, when I was noticing in game, even though he was getting into positions, there was no like end product from me, because if I was maybe passing, I wasn't like, he'd maybe just stay on the wing, he's maybe passed to Jesus, but the pass to Jesus was not, say, the final pass, it would maybe go to Bernardo Silva to go back to Jesus. So sometimes Neymar was maybe like 3 or 4 passes away from being part of the attack, but he's not necessarily getting the final goal or like an assist towards it, but his like input was still like valued, as it were. Like, he is a quality card, I will not deny that. I'm probably still about I would say 10-15 games properly away from kind of like understanding him better. Like, I feel you need that initial, say, 7 to 10, 12 games to kind of like understand what's right with the card, what's wrong with the card, and how do you address it. Like, for me personally, he's going to stay in that team for the rest of, to be honest, I think the way the team is, it's going to stay for that till near enough the rest of FIFA. What it will potentially need is just me to kind of sit down and look at how to kind of set up Neymar better. It's kind of the instructions, and where it be get him to come like more central, or even kind of in game maybe change the formation about and just have him come into a more central position. It could be something as simple as that. I'm not 100% sure, but I know that if I've got to kind of sit down and look at how to set up the like position of him, might just be the way to go about it, because he's a quality card, I will not deny it. I've really enjoyed this like card so far, and I feel like give me a bit more time with him, like whether it be 10-15 more games or 20 more games, however many more I have to play to kind of like truly like appreciate him, then I'll be able to see the difference, but also be able to kind of recognise what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, because the card is good enough for like a lot of people. If you've got the coins and the money and whatnot, like, he will do the business for you. And like, I would say personally, he's the type of card where if you've tried the base version but you've not got quite the coins for the full version, the headliner's 95, but you want at least his maybe say best wing version till team of the season, or even depending what the potentially team of the season could be a cam version, so this could be his best wing version till the end of FIFA, you never know. So it comes down to like your discretion. Obviously at the same time it is expensive, so like, you've got near enough a month to grind it, so it's up to you if you really want this card, or if you just want to kind of, if you've got the SBC fodder, which I had, then you're welcome to grind towards it. Obviously it comes down to everyone on their case, but like, he's 8 out of 10 for worth it, but even though he's maybe not at the same time because it's an end-game card. But let me know, folks, in the comments down below what you think of them. Smash like always, sub to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all later.